I gotta switch the music. April and 19, Wednesday, April 19, 2023. Live from New York City. It is Wednesday. It is Wednesday morning. It is as you can see. Damn, I thought you was gonna be able to say because it's cloudy. 7:06. I'm still asleep. I'm still asleep. Let's see what happens once I drink my coffee. Let's see. Just like I just don't want to stay in the house. You know. And then also sometimes you don't want to get out of the house. You know, because I don't know. I guess I'm antisocial or something. I don't know. What would the diagnosis be? Am I antisocial or people are stupid? That's something I'm gonna ask my therapist. Now I sound like a cracker, right? My therapist said this shit. My therapist said, you know, he never says shit because he's not from around here. He's from a way, way far away. So, I guess that's why we get along. No, it's alright. I mean, like, you know, at my age, I take any little outing. You know, I take it with joy. With joy. I'm like one of them feminists, you know, except that I am aware, you know. I feel like I'm not as much in denial. You know, they say that they're doing great and whatever, and they're all in the red. They're all in the red because they owe too much money. You know, they got credit cards out of control. They got student loans. They got, you know, and they still buying shit. They're still buying shit, you know. I mean, just to have a car, you know. I don't know. I never had a car, so. But I mean, like, I can only imagine, you know, like, buy the stickers, the plates, the tune-up, you know. Somebody said it's almost, you know, it's almost the same as expensive as having a child. I never had a child either. So, yeah, so I don't want to talk about that. Quack, quack, quack. I feel better now because I came dressed, you know. I thought my big coat yesterday was gonna be enough. Just on Sunday, it was still 85, wasn't it? The whole weekend was in the 80s. Now in the 40s. Buenos días. ¿Cómo están? Allá les dejé comidita. They're so cute. They got like, uh-oh, she's here. They was talking to each other on top of the table. They have a blast when we're not around. We are like the party poopers. for everybody. And it wasn't like that before, you know? At least my ancestors, well, they respected everybody, you know? Still very hot. The video I made yesterday over here, well, anyway, I was on the other side. Still uploading on Rumble. And all I did was put the date. I only put date, whatever, you know, I put them Tuesday, April 18, 2023. I don't think it's going through. So they're waiting for the server to whatever, you know, bullshit. You know, cracker is a cracker. Wherever they are. I mean, I cannot believe they have videos using the N-word. I'm the one getting banned from Rumble. From Rumble. Oh my God. They make me feel so special. Whatever. What else? What else? Should we listen to the headlines? I listen to my horoscope. Kind of horoscope, you know, whatever, you know, planetary activity. Yeah, very challenging day. Eclipse, you know, lunar eclipse, and you know, all this shit. We got Pluto for the next 20 years, 20 something years. Oh my God. It's just too much, you know. Too much, you know. I don't know. I don't even like remember much, you know. Like they say, oh, you know, people get, you know, carried away. Perhaps. I never know. Because I don't have that kind of culture. If I had it, you know, like we really don't consult anything no more. You know, my ancestors used to, like, you know, wake up, do a meditation, feel the energies there is, and you know, we was really able to use our 5 senses. Which that's another thing, you know, like, you know, talking about Tartaria or the Truther movement. I mean, there's so much shit you can do without watching television. You know, the problem is that, you know, I mean, I haven't watched television in like 12 years, but what happened is that I substitute with that damn phone. Substituted with the damn phone. Oh no, they don't put nothing right, you know. I wish I would find something, you know, just with the headlines. Give me the headlines in 10 minutes. That's it. Wouldn't that be cute? And what's his name? You know, Crisoforo. Crisoforo haven't made no videos yet. I don't know what time is over there in Greece. You know, the gays and and the Greeks. That's what they say, you know. I mean, that's what they used to say, you know. They was going Greek.
It's VIP days in Moscow. Our biggest.
They was going Greek. And you go to the Metropolitan Museum. You got them right there. Fucking like, you know. And the children watching. That's why my video is not going through on Rumble. You know. Because you cannot touch. You cannot touch the faggots. You can touch this. Dun, 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 dun. Oh my god. I only have shit from Latin America. I don't have nobody in English. What happened? Why the... Oh my god. Cut me off. Where are they? Lakeview in Chicago. There's some Mexican channels called The Palms, and they go to different neighborhoods, and especially like in Chicago. And I remember when I used to live there. When, I mean, it's not there no more. Everything, you know. I got to go, you know, for, you know, I got a scholarship for a conference. Bullshit. Shit don't even look like no more. Don't even look like it. I don't even need the sunglasses. It's so cloudy. Yes, mister. We suck. Okay, don't poop on me. He's getting right above me. Oh, he left. I was like, okay. Oh yeah, got like, let me get this bitch, you know. I'm like so stupid. I can't believe nobody got videos. Oh, let me go to Rumble. They got more news. They got more news in there. My video is still missing. Yesterday I found this video and I put it into little pieces. We can listen to that shit, you know, like, you know, because I mean, like they say, oh, not all whites. You could have fooled me, you know. You could have fooled me. I was also looking up, you know, because they never spoke about the coup in Africa. Well, they don't call it Africa. They call it the Arabic Peninsula, you know, the Saudis. And, you know, I never heard anything else about the coup. I heard there was a coup in 2017. But they say something over here, you know. They touch very briefly on it. So basically, they are free now, supposedly, according to this podcast. Let me pair. Yeah, grow a pair. Grow a pair. God, it's too early for that bullshit. Honking like. Where is it that's so important?
Saudi royal family, where nothing but puppets of the deep state, right up until Mohammed bin Salman, on Sunday, November 4, 2017, detained hundreds of Saudi royals, billionaires, and senior government officials in Hotel Ritz-Carlton, in Riyadh. This was a shakedown operation and a power Saudi royal family, where nothing but puppets of the deep state, right up until Mohammed bin Salman, on Sunday, November 4, 2017, detained hundreds of Saudi royals, billionaires, and senior government officials in Hotel Ritz-Carlton, in Riyadh. This was a shakedown operation.
There you have it. They was waiting for Trump. You know they had a deal. And they went through it. I don't know why they didn't do it with the demon rats. But I don't know, that's supposed to be good news. I mean, basically saying that they cut off ties with the Rothschilds. Well, if they got more money than Oprah, well, Oprah don't got any money. You know, the slave master do.
Saudi royal family, where nothing but puppets of the deep state, right up until Mohammed bin Salman, on Sunday, November 4, 2017, detained hundreds of Saudi royals, billionaires, and senior government officials in Riyadh. This was a shakedown operation and a power consolidation operation, said one former senior US official, who was in office at the time. It surely was just that. The deep state puppet strings had been severed. The involuntary guests were told that they had to sign away large chunks of their assets if they wanted to be released. Saudi billionaire Mohammed Al-Amoudi spent 400 days in detention before he was released. If you want, spend some time researching the connection between a man called Bandar bin Sultan and the Bush family. You might be surprised how deep the connections go between the American arm of the deep state and its Saudi counterparts. So, in the wake of 9/11, the war against terrorism was started. Natural resources in the form of opium and oil from Afghanistan and Iraq was primarily in the crosshairs of the deep state. Since then, more manufactured religious extremist groups has been spawned, such as ISIS. As we can now clearly see, history is somewhat being unraveled in reverse. We're faced once more with Nazism. Both in terms of an obvious villain in Klaus Schwab and the World Economic Forum, and in the form of neo-Nazi Ukrainian military and paramilitary groups. At this point, the deep state is pretty much exposing itself through a completely idiotic proxy war against Russia. From the Maidan Revolution in 2014,
I mean, that's what I noticed when all the documentaries they got on in Rumble. It's like, oh, it's all just about greed, you know, and you know, the fight for natural resources, blah 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 blah. No, I mean that's part of it. That's a small part of it. But the real the goal is, you know, to be on top, you know, like whites on top for another 100 years. Unbelievable. Freaking bitch. Every day she's like walking through the tables. And I want to show you a little bit. You should go. You see all the debris, all that shit. But you gotta come take a look at me. She looks like she's out of her mind, you know. But walking like a dude, you know, like looking like a man, looking like a man. Oh. I mean, it's a free park, whatever, you know, but come on. Are the most beautiful birds over here, you know. So I think that's that's one of their main, you know, the motives of all these documentaries, you know, are, oh, you know, they're doing it for the resources. Yeah, of course they are, but you know, what are they doing with those resources? Slavery. Literally slavery. You know, oh, click over here. You know, make sure you click the bell. Make sure you like whatever. Like, I feel like a freaking bitch, you know, like a dog. You know, like give you a reward. You're like, you know, not progress, but it's like it's a mind control. I mean, that's what it is. And that's exactly what it is. Let's listen to Obama. Sweet Obama. There's actually a book that, you know, ousted Obama's ties, with neo-Nazis. I put the cover on the avatar, no, whatever they call it. Oh my God. That wasn't it.
From the Maidan Revolution in 2014, the US State Department and CIA staged a coup to overthrow the government in the Ukraine. The neo-Nazi Azov Battalion raised muscle, and the regiment was supplied with weapons from the military-industrial complex, and still are. The Azov Battalion and Regiment received backing from Ukraine's Interior Minister in 2014, as the government had recognized its own military was too weak to fight off the pro-Russian separatists, and relied on paramilitary volunteer forces. These forces were privately funded by oligarchs, the most known being Igor Kolomoisky, an energy magnate billionaire and then governor of the Dnipropetrovsk region.
I mean, that name, Kolomoist. He's like culo moist. He got culo moist. Who the fuck is calling culo moistly? I thought it was Kolomoisky or whatever. No, it's moist. That bitch is moist.
Petrovsk region.
Small hat.
The fact that a Jewish oligarch is funding neo-Nazi paramilitary forces should give some pause for thought. In addition to Azov, Kolomoisky funded other volunteer battalions such as the Dnipro 1 and Dnipro 2, Ada and Donbass units. Azov received early funding and assistance from another oligarch, Serhiy Taruta, the billionaire governor of Donetsk region. In 2015, Andriy Dyachenko, the spokesperson for the regiment at the time, said that 10 to 20% of Azov's recruits were Nazis. The unit has denied publicly that it adheres to Nazi ideology, but Nazi symbols such as the swastika and SS regalia are rife on the uniforms and bodies of Azov members.
It's like 10 to 20%. The other 90%, they was just tagging along. I mean, you see him like, hey, hail, Bandera, hail, Hitler, hail, you know, like whatever, you know. But they are not. Only 10 to 20%. I mean, you know, white bullshit got no limits. Got no limits. I mean, like they don't see where they at. I mean, like, okay. Anyway.
For example, the uniform carries the neo-Nazi wolf's angel symbol, which is a black swastika on a yellow background. In January 2018, Azov rolled out its street patrol unit called National Druzhina to restore order in Ukraine's capital.
Ew.
Instead, the unit carried out pogroms, which is a violent riot, incited with the aim of massacring or repelling an ethnic or religious group, particularly Jews. In this case, they went after the Roma community and attacked members of the LGBTQ community.
Because
maybe that's something to bear in mind for all the people flying the Ukrainian flag together with the pride flag in their bio on social media.
it's so cute. It's so cute. Like in my building, we are infested. None of them. I told a friend of mine, you know, whom I know for, you know, 1993, something like that. So, I mean, he's upstairs and like not concerned, you know, when shit started like coming out, it was like, wow. You would see that all of them in my building, they was having parties because they was getting rid of these idiots with these kind of logos, and you know, and I told him, you know, like, wow, it's just, I mean, there's so much you know, Nazi euphemisms and, you know, symbology, and she come now this way. There's so much you know, kind of like to see his face, you know, like, you know, should be like worried, you know. The same thing with Trump, you know, when they started, like, you know, with the tiki torches and, you know, all that stuff. Not in the least worried. Not in the least worried, because, you know, that's what they are. They say, oh no, that is impossible. that is not true. And it's like, well, shit. I mean, Netanyahu is a Nazi. Zelensky. I mean, all of them, you know, like, I don't know, in Poland, whatever, they are supposed to be, you know, they are Ashkenazi, and they got no worries. It was like, instead of like, you just say like, oh my God, they're like, got worried because of the rise of, you know, extremists, you know, from the far right. No, I never saw a single one. I don't know if anybody got a video. I was like, I wish them, you got a video where, you know, you see them in the least worry. I mean, like, so definitely there's something there. There's something there, you know, that it just don't add up. Don't add up, because, you know, they love Netanyahu. I mean, he's back. I don't know. I don't understand, you know, what kind of legislations or what kind of constitution they got over there. You know, I mean, he was just like, I was thinking like, oh, maybe, you know, maybe shit's gonna get a little better, you know, with that, you know, with him finishing his terms, and then he's back. And I don't even know what the hell is happening, you know, just like, but they are not in the least worried about, you know, none of the people over there. I mean, they knew about it. They knew that area was just like what they call like it was a neo-Nazi center, epicenter.
Social media. Ukraine is the world's only nation to have a neo-Nazi formation in its armed forces, a correspondent for the US-based magazine called The Nation wrote in 2019. How could the neo-Nazi movement get such influence in the Ukraine? Well, let's have a listen to a leaked intercepted conversation between Victoria Newland, lead US point person for the 2014 Maidan Revolution, and Jeffrey Pyatt, the United States ambassador to Ukraine. The call took place in January 2014, right before the protest movement started to escalate.
What do you think?
I think we're in play. The Klitschko piece is obviously the complicated electron here, especially the announcement of him as deputy prime minister. And you've seen some of my notes on the troubles in the marriage right now, so we're trying to get a read really fast on where he is on this stuff. But I think your argument to him, which you'll need to make, I think that's the next phone call we want to set up, is exactly the one you made to Yachts. And I'm glad you sort of put him on the spot on where he fits in this scenario. And I'm very glad he said what he said in response.
Good. So, I don't think Klitsch should go into the government. I don't think it's necessary. I don't think it's a good idea.
That's what she was told to say.
Yeah, I mean, I guess...
You are nothing. You're a
You
pawn.
think, in terms of him not going into the government, just let him sort of stay out and do his political homework and stuff. I'm just thinking, in terms of sort of the process moving ahead, we want to keep the moderate Democrats together. The problem is going to be Tonybook and his guys. And, I'm sure that's part of what Yanukovych is calculating on all of this.
I think Yachts is the guy who's got the economic experience, the governing experience. He's the guy, what he needs is Klitsch and Tonybook on the outside. He needs to be talking to them.
Is this bitch Ukrainian? Why people who's not Ukrainian deciding who is good, for Ukrainians? Ukrainians should be up in arms. This conversation has been there, it's like since 2014.
To them 4 times.
Well, I don't know. I think I put the year. I don't know. I think it's 2014. I mean, I'll be enraged. I mean, if a conversation like that gets leaked, of crackers deciding, who can be a good president for Mexico or Mexico, I'll be like, what? Who the fuck is you? I mean, like, to be like saying who's good and who's not good. Listen to this shameless biatch. I mean, like,
4 times a
stuff. I'm just thinking, in terms of sort of the process moving ahead, we want to keep the moderate Democrats together. The problem is going to be Tonybook and his guys. And, I'm sure that's part of what Yanukovych is calculating on all of this.
I think Yachts is the guy who's got the economic experience, the governing experience. He's the guy, what he needs is Klitsch and Tonybook on the outside. He needs to be talking to them 4 times a week. I just think Klitsch going in, he's going to be at that level working for Yatsenyuk. It's just not going to work.
Yeah, no, I think that's right. Okay.
It's like a chess game.
Good. Well, do you want us to try to set up a call with him? Is the next step?
My understanding from that call, but you tell me, was that the big 3 were going into their own meeting, and that Yats was going to offer in that context a three-way, 3+1 conversation or 3+2 with you. Is that not how you understood it?
No, I mean, that's what he proposed, but I think just knowing the dynamic that's been with them where Klitschko's been the top dog, he's going to take a while to show up for whatever meeting they've got. He's probably talking to his guys at this point, so I think you reaching out directly to him helps with the personality management among the three, and it gives you also a chance to move fast on all of this stuff and put us behind it before they all sit down and he explains why he doesn't like it.
Okay, good. I'm happy. Why don't you reach out to him and see if he wants to talk before or after?
Okay, will do. Thanks.
Okay, I've now written, one more wrinkle for you, Jeff.
Yeah.
I can't remember if I told you this or if I only told Washington this, that when I talked to Jeff Feltman this morning, he had a new name for the UN guy, Robert Seri. Did I write you that this morning?
Yeah, I saw that.
He's now gotten both Seri and Ban Ki-moon to agree that Seri could come in Monday or Tuesday.
Okay.
So that would be great, I think, to help glue this thing and have the UN help glue it. And, fuck the EU.
No, exactly. And I think we've got to do something to make it stick to.
Fuck the EU. Oh my god, there's a child walking by. I mean, his father, like, oops. Wait till they go. Fuck the EU. Fuck the EU. Like, I think, megalomania, it's not even doing justice.
Moon to agree that Seri could come in Monday or Tuesday.
Okay.
So that would be great, I think, to help glue this thing and have the UN help glue it. And, fuck the EU.
No, exactly. And I think we've got to do something to make it stick together, because you can be pretty sure that if it does start to gain altitude, the Russians will be working behind the scenes to try to torpedo it. And again, the fact that this is out there right now, I'm still trying to figure out in my mind why Yanukovych did that. But in the meantime, there's a Party of Regions faction meeting going on right now, and I'm sure there's a lively argument going on in that group at this point. But anyway, we could land Joey set up on this one if we move fast. So let me work on Klitschko, and if you can just keep, I think we want to try to get somebody with an international personality to come out here and help to midwife this thing. And then the other issue is some kind of outreach to Yanukovych, but we probably regroup on that tomorrow as we see how things start to fall into place.
So on that piece, Jeff, when I wrote the note, Sullivan's come back to me, VFR, saying you need Biden, and I said probably tomorrow for an attaboy and to get the deeds to stick. So
okay.
Biden's willing.
Okay, great.
All right.
Thanks.
Unbelievable. And every time I have met like a women CEO or just in charge, whatever, they all curse as if to say, I'm I don't know. I don't know. They just like I guess they just want to be like, oh, I'm one of the dudes. Fuck the EU. I would say ew with the ew, the ew, or something, But she just go like, fuck the EU. Shouldn't that be like automatically? Oh, well, guess what? We know that audio, it's her. Buenos dias. We know it's her. So she ain't coming back into Europe. If that's what she thinks, if that's what she's working for, then fuck Nuland. It's so adorable. F Nuland, I would just say, you know. Unbelievable. Oh, let's take a little look at the... Uh-oh, where's that one? Uh-oh, don't tell me they erased it. Oh my god. Yep. Damn, they erased it. I had one with it was a map from before the White World War One that was talking about all the colonies. Shit, and I had put so much shit over there, you know. There was some paper that was saying that unbelievable. I didn't even notice that it was gone. I didn't even know it was gone, my video. Unbelievable. I mean, like, you cannot... They said there was no censorship in the Rumble. It was, and now that it was cloudy, it was good because, you know, you can see... I didn't know that Germany have colonies in Latin America. That's how, like, stupid we are, you know. Unbelievable. Well, I'm gonna tag them on Twitter. F it. People need to know. This is the same shit as YouTube. It's the same shit. I know we don't censor. You know, you can say the N-word. You can, like, you know. The other day, you know, I click on this video and they're like, you can get offended by the racial slurs or something. Like, I was like, I'm not watching that shit. Like, why they have those disclaimers? I mean, like, shouldn't they just don't have that kind of content? Let me see if I can. Am I logged in this one? Because that one I'm not logged in. Unbelievable, you know. And people keep saying, oh, you know, it's not all whites. Then, you know, I just, you know, you know, people keep protecting, you know, their privilege. Okay, this one I'm logged in. Yeah, it's gone. How many more videos they stole? I don't know. I have to go and look. Wow. They don't even want you to know, you know, the colonies, you know, that they... Because I'm not saying, you know, oh, you know, cracker bad. No, I'm telling you why. Why, you know, it's like all this stuff that they're doing, and no, they don't want nobody to speak up. Somehow this is like all these videos I uploaded, they have you know, at least 40, 50. They have 30. There's one so is that a 600? I don't know. I did not expected this. I did not expected this because you don't use hashtags on Rumble. You don't use hashtags on Rumble. Shit, I'm gonna upload this video on YouTube, but I'm gonna put Rumble. It's a piece of shit. Come on. Oh, it's free. No censorship. Oh my god, yeah, whatever, you know. As long as you kiss their ass, there's no problem, right? If you kiss their ass, there's gonna be no problem. I'm gonna upload it again. I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna put another. That's what they want. You want you to go, you know, and do shenanigans just like they do. Okay, I can do shit too, you know. There's no problem. There's no problem, you know. I am gonna upload them, you know. Like I wait a couple months and I change the name. I change the shit, you know. But what happened with the video I made yesterday is more than 2 hours long. So they was listening to everything I was saying. I think low lives. They're the same shit, you know. Because I am uncovering them. I am exposing them. I am exposing them that they are the same shit. And they are trying to pass as, oh, we are different. We care about humanity. We care, you know, like, you know, we're telling all the crimes, you know, in Libya, in Iraq, in, no. Same shit, a cracker is cracker. That is the reality. That is the reality. I mean, I don't know how I got all these views. I don't know. I don't even know. I thought it's like, oh, you know, Rumble, whatever, you know. I don't know what the fuck, you know. Good morning. Can I put this in there?
Yes, you can.
Okay. How you doing?
Thank you.
So, I mean, there's people. The crazy part of there's people, you know, like they say, you know, people of color who actually believe them. Actually believe that they're different, you know. There's a lot of these trumpets and, oh, it's different. So tell me, if they are different, why are they erasing my videos? I mean, they got videos over there that, but what they do is just that they put a title that is not that controversial. Look, like this one, I uploaded it before, you know, they knew what I'm doing, you know. So listen to this thing. Only got 34 views, but I mean, more people need to know about this, especially the gays, because they just think like, oh, you know, there's no consequences. But I'm telling you, I mean, that's how I got HIV, you know, because I was on a very strict diet, because I wanted to be Victoria Beckham, and you know, I mean, this was exactly 21 years ago, and you know, that's it. And they keep saying this, oh no, that shit don't do nothing to your immune system. Well, listen to
Neurologists are shocked. They have found that tinnitus wipes memory in less than 3 years. The ear buzzing is literally wiping your
I was gonna say
The reason gay men mainly use poppers is because it induces vacuum, so it acts as a muscle relaxant, thus giving the passive partner in the relationship the opportunity to relax. The reason gay men mainly use poppers is because it induces vasodilation, so it acts as a muscle relaxant, thus giving the passive partner in the relationship the opportunity to relax the sphincter muscles of the anus during sexual intercourse, which is why they were used so frequently by homosexual gentlemen and people who wanted to be less anal retentive. And poppers were not only used for this purpose, they were also used for the purpose of prolonging erection and orgasm. And they were also used as an aphrodisiac, which is an agent that stimulates libido.
Yeah, that's when, you know, my boyfriend came in with one of those bottles. And I was like, oh my God. I said, yeah, now you're a faggot. It's like, no, why you saying that? He was like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Like, you know, you got that bottle, you know, the gays do that shit. You know, like, oh no, it's just, you know, I was having a conversation. You know, I went to the adult whatever, and the guy said that shit was really good, you know, to get, you know, like, you know, stamina and whatever, which he didn't even need it, you know, but oh my God, I'm like, and the scary thing, I mean, I didn't tell him, but I mean, he's diabetic, and you're doing that shit. He loved that shit. I was like, he gave me that shit. I was like, I throw it out. I said, like, don't give me that shit. I mean, I didn't tell him why, you know, but I'm like, you know, so this is what the gays do, you know, they just like keep quiet. They don't give a fuck. And the next one, keep doing the same shit, you know, and be like whatever. And they put all the drugs, and they put. That's all I was doing, you know. That was all I was doing, you know. I remember when I left Chicago in 1989 to come to New York City. No, 1990. No, 1991. No, 1992. Like, my brain is not working today. Yeah, I left in 1992. You know, I used to be with these, you know, have friends, you know, with these, you know, Central American guys, and so I mean, I wasn't gonna do nothing, you know. I mean, I really didn't do nothing, and it turned out that the day before, you know, there was a DJ that came from, I don't know where he came from, whatever, and it was you know, kind of like a special location. I think it was some ballroom, whatever. It's a big space, you know, so it got pretty decent sound for Chicago, you know. so I remember that you know, they all started like passing the bottle of poppers. I was like, oh my God. And it was crazy because you're on the dance floor, you're like, you know, and you just go, the mind go like, you know, as Alice in Wonderland, you know, it's kind of like everything just like that. And you know, at that time, you know, I was like mostly doing it in the clubs. And in New York City, you know, thank God it was not as, you know, I think kind of like the inner cities, they want to like show off that they are grown-ups or something. You know, but yeah, the next day you have a headache, and but you don't think, because there's all these articles and they say, oh no, that's not true. Oh, that's not true. They don't fuck up your immune system. They don't like whatever, you know. I don't know. Evil.
Well, it all
Evil.
sounds very gratifying, but the downside is that it's extremely toxic, especially to the lungs, because it hinders the ability of the blood to carry oxygen. And what is the first area to sustain the damage from the lack of oxygen? The linings of the blood vessels. otherwise known as the endothelium. Therefore, when the damage worsens, it becomes Kaposi sarcoma, a vascular tumor, or a tumor of the blood vessels. We now know that poppers are harmful, so again, how are poppers taken in? By inhalation, which involves the lungs. So when the poisonous and harmful poppers are inhaled, it creates damaged material in our lungs. And because the body's cleansing mechanism is weakened, the fungi, the cavalry, the lifesavers come to clean up and restore the damage. Because this is precisely their purpose, eating dead organic material. And this is why so many AIDS patients have PCP, because it has been claimed that PCP is caused by fungi. But as we now know, the fungi are not the cause merely because they are found at the site of the condition, the same way firefighters can be found at the site of fire. Similarly, they come to clean up the damage the person has caused by inhaling poisonous poppers drugs. So to come back to the article, all 5 men were homosexual. All 5 men used inhalant drugs, inhalant as in inhalation, inhalation as in lungs, and all 5 subsequently developed lung disease. It seems clear and obvious to me how these conditions really gained their constellation. So I pick Occam's razor. The widespread use of poppers started as early as 1963. Let's not forget one thing. From the 60s and 70s on, the period of the fast lane lifestyle began, i.e., general drug use in industrialized countries such as the US and over Europe massively began to rise after the 60s and 70s. During that same time, the number of cocaine overdose victims admitted to hospitals also exploded, from slightly more than 3,000 in 1981 to more than 120,000 in 1993, a 4,000% jump. And direct cocaine-related deaths increased more than tenfold from 1980 to 1990. And the list of drugs goes on.
It's all immune system suppressors. They put in here ecstasy, librarium, I don't know, a bunch of names.
Poppers were also massively promoted with various commercials. And so in these kinds of commercials and magazines, poppers were advertised as something that makes you stronger.
That was millions,
and that every gay
millions
man
of dollars.
simply needs to have them. A clear case of an appeal to emotion. The sales of poppers amounted to an estimated total of $50 million a year.
That's
And
when
this
they
is
write
why the
those articles
correlation
saying
between Kaposi sarcoma
harmless.
and poppers was so blatantly omnipresent. The pattern was nearly unavoidable of how the people with these conditions were limited to those who lived the fast lane lifestyle, i.e. drug abusers, and why it was mainly gay men who developed this condition. Even our beloved Bobby Gallo admitted that poppers could be the primary cause of Kaposi sarcoma. Now, why were they so biased and focused primarily on the virus? American journalist Celia Farber made that case clear with Gallo. Gallo stands to make a lot of money from patent rights on this virus. His entire reputation depends on the virus. If HIV is not the cause of AIDS, there is nothing left for Gallo. It would be very embarrassing to say that now maybe the antibody test wasn't worth committing suicide for or burning houses for. And the profits they've made from the antiviral drugs, it won't surprise you why they opted for the virus theory. Something I would like to emphasize is that AIDS is not a sexually transmitted.
Instead of like, you know, hey, we're gonna just have him on good nutrition and see, you know, how we can stimulate their immune system to fight this shit. Nope. No. I'm like, I've been 20 years on these medications. And the problem for me, it's that, oh, he is the boss. The son of a bitch. Is like, they're seeing them and they're like, they have a pleasure. They're so bitter. You know, MTA workers are, you know, whatever happened to them, I would not give a damn, because they turned their back against the people. They turned their back against the people, you know, and they are with the slave master. They stay with your slave master, you know, because, I mean, they have like, you know, 4 MTA workers, you know, leaning on the doors, you know, on both sides. Supposedly they are not gonna let anything, but then again, you know, they are not gonna stop nobody. So people already know. So it's like, you know, hey, I'm opening the door. I'm going through. Because it's not their job. They are unionized. You have a union. You know, they take like 5% of their paycheck for the union fees. For what? For nothing. Idiots. Come on, if you have a union, why allow the slave master to use you for that, you know? And then they're watching the turnstiles. It's like, oh my god. Whatever. This is the book that he was talking about.
Are you worried the Fed might move toward a U.S. digital dollar and get more control of your IRA or 401?
No, I'm not. I was lying.
Bayer, the wonder drug that works wonders.
This is the story of how the multinational drug company, Bayer, infected thousands of people with hepatitis C and HIV, many of whom have since died.
Anyway.
You may already know of Bayer's dark past.
That was a book. No, that's not the book. That was another one. I just used the cover because I couldn't find anything. And people can look it up, you know, once you hit the book. Yeah, so you can look it up in the channel. Yeah, there's some other stuff that I have to oh, these ones.
Looking to open a gold IRA? Stop right now.
Stop.
Buyers beware.
In the
Gold
name of love. You see, you take down my videos. That's how it works. You take down my videos, I don't watch your commercials. Shit, why would I watch your damn commercials if you are censoring me? And especially when you branded yourself as a different platform, supposedly because the Republicans are being, you know, just what's it called, like crucified in corporate media. white tears. It's like, and they want people to give a damn. And the only African Americans that they got over there, it's because they're kissing their ass. They're kissing Trump's ass. The trumpets. But anyway, I did my experiment. Now I know, a cracker is a cracker. Supposedly, they see what I'm about. They see what I'm exposing crackery. And instead of like saying, okay, let's let this bitch talk, and she's gonna be like proving herself wrong because we don't delete her videos. I would have recognized. I would have said like, oh wow, they allow dissent. These crackers are allowing dissent. No, there's no crackers that will allow dissent. And then they go like, well, it is her platform. What do you expect? Yeah, but we are the product without any content. And they put on your channel. They put on your channel that how many likes you got, not how many views. You see, that's how they come different than the YouTube. You gotta have likes, not views. I don't know why. I guess they're gonna come out, oh, we monetize the likes. We don't monetize them. I don't care about monetization. I just really want to stop the bullshit, that they keep saying. It's about the natural resources. It's about, like, I don't know, whatever. No. This is a race war. We're in a race war. And they constantly, sabotaging other races so they can stay on top. They are the only ones who, all the inventions and everything, they snatch them and they put them as their own. Even the movie The Matrix. They stole it from an African American woman, Sophia Stewart. So it is a big lie that they want to, like, oh, we want to stop the demon rats. No, because that's another hoax. And that sooner or later is going to come out. And I'm going to be helping it to come out. We're going to be exposing how long they've been knowing these monstrosities. How long they've been knowing about adrenochrome and all the weird taste their friends got, because we're supposed to forget that Trump financed Hillary Clinton's campaign in 2016. Was it 2016? Best friends, they have a picture with, I don't know, wife number 5, I don't know, and the Clintons, having a toast, and they go like, ha 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 ha, laughing it up. And then she became Hillary Clinton. Interesting. Okay, let me set it up. On July 5th, 2014, damn, everything is 2014. I think, like that conversation, the phone leak. Investigators posing as fetal tissue procurement company. Procurement company. Oh my god. Phony asses. Freaking cannibals. Met with Planned Parenthood Senior Director of Medical Services, Deborah Nucolata. Like, it's like a pina colada, but she's new. N-U colada. That bitch is eating and talking
I'm the
about...
medical director for the national office for all of these areas.
You know, I'm going to throw a number out. I would say it's probably anywhere from $30 to $100, depending on the facility and what's involved.
The $30 to $100 price, that's per specimen that we're talking about, right? Yeah.
Yes.
How much of a difference can that actually make if you know what kind of what's expected or what we need versus?
It makes a huge difference. I'd say a lot of people want liver.
Mm-hmm.
And for that reason, most providers put this case under ultrasound guidance, so they'll know where they're putting their forceps. Then a rate-limiting step of the procedure is calvarium. Calvarium, the head is basically the biggest part. Most of the other stuff can come out of the time.
Right.
It's very rare that people doesn't have it. I'm diagnosed to evacuate.
She said the head and the, oh my god, when she's eating, I guess she thought she was not gonna be bugged because it was not in an office, and she thought that probably all the noise was gonna protect her because she is but keep saying it, not always.
A lot of people want liver, and for that reason, most providers put this case under ultrasound guidance, so they'll know where they're putting their forceps. Then a rate-limiting step of the procedure is calvarium. Calvarium, the head is basically the biggest part. Most of the other stuff can come out of the time.
Right.
It's very rare that people doesn't have it. I'm diagnosed to evacuate all the other
To bring the body cavity out, contact and all that.
So then you're just kind of cognizant of where you put your graspers. You try to intentionally go above and below the thorax so that, you know, we've been very good at getting parts on liver because we know that, so I'm not going to crush.
Oops, it's too early to watch this. I don't think this is a good time to watch this. It's like... Yeah, but you know, they are the ones who are like conscious, and they have, you know, whatever, you know. Unbelievable. Let me see which one is...
Looking to open a gold IRA? Stop right now.
Stop.
Buyers beware.
Stop.
The pineal gland contains calcite crystals made of calcium, carbon, and oxygen, and because of their structure, they express this effect.
No, this is not the one.
Like an antenna. The pineal gland has the capacity...
This is not the one. Where's the other one?
Oh, what's cracking with it, y'all? Hey, you know it's about to go down, and I got...
It's about to go down. Oh yeah, this one is even worse. It's about the... I don't want to say it. It's in the channel. You would think those are the ones that they are like raising.
Bluetooth is offering their first month free so that you can try it out with basically no risk at all. It's a chewable tablet that makes men perform at their best.
She just
this mind
makes men perform at their best. That's all they care about. You know, the greedy bitch.
enslavement of our society is mainly caused by the fact that most people's pineal glands are completely calcified, and that pineal gland calcification is intentionally and systematically enforced. This mind enslavement of our society is mainly caused by the fact that most people's pineal glands are completely calcified, and that pineal gland calcification is intentionally and systematically enforced by our governments. Sodium fluoride has long been believed to help strengthen our teeth and stop the formation of cavities. However, more and more research is proving this information to be false. Fluoride has been added to our toothpaste, our food, and our water supplies for years. In the late 90s, a scientist by the name of Jennifer Luke carries out the first study of the effects of sodium fluoride on the pineal gland. She determined that the pineal gland was a target for fluoride because it absorbed more fluoride than any other physical matter in the body, even bones. The fluoride is attracted to the pineal gland like a magnet, and consuming fluoride calcifies the gland and makes it no longer effective in balancing the entire hormonal processes through the body. Sodium fluoride is destroying our abilities to connect to the higher frequencies and unlock our full potential, and for this reason, it's prevalent in foods, beverages, in our bath and drinking water, and even in our toothpaste.
I mean, like, what pineal gland? They don't have a pineal gland, but okay. No, I mean, this is like for everybody else who actually have a functioning pineal gland. You know, because they don't even got one. That's what make them psychopaths. Anyway, I'm like, I got so depressed just watching. I was like, it is heavy, but it's all about the title of the video. That's why they have all these videos, because, you know, they make it sound like, you know, like, oh, you know, there's nothing you can do. It's nothing related, you know, with race war. You know, as a matter of fact, we are not even allowed to say the word race no more, you know, because we are in post-racial America, remember? And everybody, like, you know, like the people who write in the comments saying that, you know, I live in the Upper West Side, you know. Sure, like, do I look rich? Do I look like I have a lot of money to live in the Upper West Side? Give me an effing break. I mean, there's a lot of projects too in the Upper West Side. You know, people, they don't see that, right? There's people, I mean, like, well, they have the 80-20 law. It's a law that every building gotta leave 20% to, you know, low income, which, I mean, is bullshit, you know, because the low income is $100,000 a year. That's what they consider low income. So anyway, no, but there's people that somehow they've been placed there and they're broke as fuck. The sun is coming out as I'm getting ready to go home. This is my little outing. Every day seems like you know, I guess that's why people, they like to go to work, you know, because they get the illusion that they are doing things. They're doing, you know, something good. And they're barely, you know, they're just breaking even. They're just breaking even, you know, pay the rent, pay the cell phone, pay this, pay that, pay, you know. And then on top of that, you know, they call it like, oh, retail therapy. So it's even more stress, you know, but, oh, you know, I work, you know, very hard, you know, every day, you know, it's like, are you sure there's gonna be Social Security by the time you are retiring age? Are you sure? Because a lot of people, they don't. And some of these people, they know some shit about, you know, these things. Yeah, I think I posted that video in my channel. Let me see if I can find it. Let me see if I can find it. There's this gay guy saying like, guys, you know, the Social Security, like, you know, why we continue to put money in Social Security when it's a hoax. Let me see, I uploaded it a couple months ago. Why can I not go to... I gotta go this way. Yeah, they keep changing the videos. Uh-oh, where's the rest of the videos? Oh, no, that ain't it. That ain't it either. I forgot that's the wrong channel. Yeah, because now you gotta give him your phone number if you wanna upload videos longer than 10 minutes. Believe it or not. Believe it or not. Believe it or not. Oh my god, I can't believe I remember that song. Where is my damn channel? They don't give no notifications on my channel. I mean, I'm subscribed to my channel. I know it's crazy, right? But I don't get no notifications. And I have uploaded like 15 videos in the last week. Okay, so we're gonna look at history in the making. Where is history? Oh, here it is. View all. Let's see. I found my channel. Now I forgot what I was looking for, right? What did I say I was looking for? Social Security. Where's Social Security video? Where's the Social Security? Anyway, let me pause it. I forgot I can pause it. Anyway, I couldn't find it. Damn, they took it that too. I mean, it's on YouTube. It's on YouTube. They have like I forgot how many, got like 100,000 views, and it's just talking about, I forgot exactly how. I wonder where it went. All this shit mysteriously disappear. But let's listen to Dr. Francis Gunn Welsling.
These people are telling us that we
There's no volume. Are you serious?
Inferior.
Some shit don't have any volume.
Are genetic recessive.
Listening to that?
These people are telling us that we are genetically inferior, but the same people are genetic recessive.
She's talking about African Americans, talking about the original men and women, and that's how backwards the world is. That, you know, a genetic mutation, you know, these evil albinoids. Buenos dias. It's so cute. The sun is trying to come out. That shit is everything, you know, because I'm on April, Aries, or whatever they say, you know, the sun. Whew, I even feel better now.
These people are telling us that we are genetically inferior, but the same people are genetic recessive.
The nerve.
Even if you have not studied formal genetics, everybody in this room, every black person is a scholar in genetics. Because all black people know, don't marry anybody darker than yourself. You see, that genetic knowledge under white supremacy, because black people didn't like their color and were trying to get away from this very powerful and dominant color. But the people who were classified as white learned after they had circumnavigated the globe, and everywhere the people were colored, and those white men who had sexual intercourse with the black women and waited around 9 months, they found out that white plus black is equal to color. White plus brown is equal to color. White plus red is equal to color. And white plus yellow is equal to color. So they understood after that voyage, after those many voyages, that these people, the black, brown, red, and yellow people, were the majority people on the planet.
Great
and
majority.
that they were genetically dominant to white-skinned people.
Hope you're listening. Yeah, I think I'm gonna try to upload this on Rumble. Let's see what the slave master allow.
And they also made a quick brain-computer calculation that if they did not maintain control and domination over the black, brown, red, and yellow people, that white people could disappear on the planet. Now, black people, and this is what I wrote about in this paper, the Crest Theory of Color Confrontation Racism, that was first discussed in 1970. That's 17 years ago. I was a baby. I'm kidding, okay. But I needed to understand all what is going on to begin to make sense of this experience that we have. And being a physician, see, a lot of times some of the other disciplines, they can have a whole lot of ideas, but they are not required to get people well. But when you are required to get people well, and you make your living based on your ability to get people well, there's another dimension. It's not just talking for fun and games. It's a question of, I've got to understand this, because when somebody comes in my office and says, Dr. Welsing, help me with this, I've got to understand enough to be able to help them. And since I was trained as a black psychiatrist, that black people didn't have the intelligence to talk about their problems, check it, and that the best treatment for them was drugs. And I said, no way, that I was going to understand what the problems were that black people faced so that I could share that understanding with them and help them solve the problems in their lives. So that my having to understand this, but once I understood it, I said, oh, okay. Now I understand. The discussions that were going on before talking about black male-female relations. You've got to understand that those problems are tied to the system of white supremacy. And they are tied in a particular way. And they are tied in this way. Where's my eraser? Oh, here's the eraser. That if the problem that the people who classify themselves as white, if the problem that they face is white supremacy for the purpose of white genetic survival. Are you with me? Right. So this is the key. This tiny group of people, this tiny minority of people on the planet are trying to survive genetically. And so their thing, a lot of people say, oh no, their thing is money. They
I just
make
told you.
money.
Mm-hmm. They print it.
They don't make melanin.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna try to upload it, you know. Wow. I'll keep putting on blast in social media. So people need to know that they are not better. Not even better than YouTube, than any other platform. And oh, they've been crying bloody murder. It's like, oh my God, you know, we don't have what's it called, a platform. We don't have anything, you know. All the corporate media is attacking Republicans, you know, conservatives. Yeah, because shit, you know, what goes around comes around. So don't believe for 1 second that, you know, whoever they are, the DeSantis, zombies or trumpets or whatever might come up, you know, they are any different. They're not different. They're supremacists. And, you know, shit, anybody who dared to, you know, to even, you know, try to unmask them, they lash out. They lash out. You know, they're like, so how many videos so far they've stolen? I see, well, 2 this week so far, and it's only Wednesday. And 2 that they did not even allow me to upload, you know, because they are protecting Aleister Crowley. You see the monsters? So they say that they are not pizza. They don't like pizza, they say. They are different. So why they're protecting Aleister Crowley? He was gloating. He was binging on pizza. So So it's just not adding up. This shit don't add up. Yeah, there's no censorship as long as you keep quiet and let them, allow them, you know, to just run amok. I don't know what they're doing here. Always something. They dug a hole in there. Anyway, I gotta pee. Coffee gotta come out. Coffee gotta come out. Anyway, I gotta go walk. I need to go walk because I'm a high risk for colon cancer.